Olá! Começando o mês de Natal, vou falar de um personagem bem natalino que ficou esquecido com o tempo. Eu ia falar sobre o desenho dela, mas já que a Estrelinha Mágica acabou virando personagem, resolvi falar sobre ela.
Elon Musk is planning on sending their new rocket, Starship, there, basically any day now.
Which is your least favourite of them all?
I'd say it's between Mercury and Venus. No, actually, I think it's just Mercury.
Too small?
Well, it's because it's completely inhospitable to life as we know it, because water would evaporate, there's hardly any atmosphere, and the atmosphere that it currently has is mostly full of poisonous gases and everything. And well, temperatures get up to at least, I believe, 390 Celsius, and on the other side, I believe it gets down to negative 100-something Celsius.
It's not very useful, is it?
You know a lot of stuff.
Quite a lot.
How do you know so much?
Mostly I get it from YouTube, but I also get parts from search engines like Google, Bing, Wikipedia, and the NASA website, sometimes even BBC.
You're
Even the BBC.
You're very good, if I may say so, at explaining things as well. Because sometimes things are complicated, and it helps when someone can explain something well. Mum?
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You haven't got a word in so far, have you?
I'm used to it.
You must be very proud.
Incredibly, yeah. I think the best thing for us as parents is just watching his confidence grow, really. And when he, for the first time, talked about his autism being a superpower, that was just incredible. And then we hear, you know, we're contacted by other parents and other children saying, you know, you've inspired our children. And we get pictures of, you know, them reading his book as a bedtime story. It's just incredible.
Just tell us a bit about Lindsay, because I know that moment when Aston described his own superpower. What was the situation? When did that first arise?
It came probably, so he wrote his first book in lockdown that was never intended to be for general release. It was just meant to be for friends and family, but it kind of went crazy. And then we started getting contacted by other parents through Aston's website, just saying, you know, you've inspired my child. And Aston sort of said, it's a superpower. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. And to hear him talk so positively about something that can sometimes be seen as a disability that stops you doing things was quite a strong message, I think.
What do you mean by that, Aston, when you say autism is a superpower? What do you think is so special about it?
Well, although autism can make it harder to do most things that other people can do pretty easily, it can also enable you to do things that other people can't. Like, for me, it's enabled me to have such a creative mind, and it helped me create my first book, and, well, yeah, just keep going.
I've noticed something about you, Aston. When you first came in and sat down before we started the interview, you ask a lot of questions, don't you? Because you came in here and you said, why have all the cameras got numbers on them, and what's this for?
I thought they were floating.
You thought they were floating, I know.
Yeah.
You like asking questions, don't you?
Yeah, I'm kind of a chatterbox, to be honest, and mostly I can't really stop talking. Well, that's how my mum sometimes describes it.
That's a good thing, though. That is a good thing. What would you say to other young people who struggling with maybe some learning difficulty or something else that they haven't been as confident as you at in terms of dealing with? What would you say?
Well, I'm just going to set a bit of an example here. So let's say someone in year 5 is awaiting for a test, and they were very nervous because they were diagnosed with ADHD and autism, and people would tell them that it makes it a lot harder to do a lot of different things. But what people don't really tell them is that it can actually help them do some things. So what I would say is, don't worry, we all get nervous, even ones without ADHD or autism. About everybody gets nervous, and it's okay to be nervous. So just try your hardest and don't worry about the results that you get, because if it's bad, which I doubt it will be, you can still do better.
And Lindsay, for parents, because there used to be
Do you want a drink of water? You want to take a moment?
there was a point where a parent would dread a diagnosis of ADHD or autism. Our perception of what that was so extreme.
Yeah.
And it has shifted so much, as Aston beautifully put. It's something that can enhance a young person's life. What's that journey been like for you?
It's been a long journey.
Yeah.
We knew from day one, me and my husband, who's hiding in the background.
He is, isn't he? We couldn't persuade him to come in.
That's embarrassing.
We knew from day one that Aston was special, and it was a long battle. Because he's so articulate, often a lot of people say, well, he can't be autistic, he can talk or he can look at you. Autism is such a massive spectrum, and everybody, you know, people with autism are as individual as people without autism. So, you know, Aston is very chatty, and that can often disguise some of the struggles that he has. But I think, you know, he's phenomenal.
Really lovely to see you both here this morning. Thank you very much.
We never got round to asking about this guy.
Oh, this thing here. What is it?
This here is Marker from, well, I got it off of YouTube, well, how I learned about him, and the YouTube channel name is Jack and Jellyfy.
It looks like a kind of bit like a space rocket with legs. In a way.
Yeah, it's
a character.
It's a marker.
Yeah. It's been great seeing you here this morning. Thank you so much.
Congratulations as well, published author. Lovely to see you both, and we've enjoyed your story.
Espero que tenham gostado do vídeo. Se gostou, deixe seu gostei. Se é novo no canal, se inscreva. E agora serão apenas vídeos de Natal nesse mês, para quem não sabe. Mas deixe suas sugestões, que em 2015 vou ter uma lista de personagens e desenhos que vocês sugeriram para fazer. Ah, e os gibis também. Até a próxima, galera!